Hello, America. I have some books here for people to read. If you need a list of the titles because you can't read them from them being on the table, please comment and ask for that. I'd be happy to. I am addressing the country, our United States, that we call America. We're not united. We're so incredibly stratified, fractured. I mean, we're struggling, America. We no longer own our country as the American people. We no longer own this country. It is in the hands of our leaders who don't want to stand and fight. It's in the hands of our media. I am a citizen of this country. I have been told to leave because of the color of my skin, but my people were brought here on ships, unwillingly, killed on the way, so that they could build this country. This country belongs to me just as much as it belongs to anybody else who's a citizen, and just as much as it belongs to really anybody. Our country is a melting pot. It was supposed to include everyone, all inclusive. And today it doesn't. And that's not just Black lives, that's different religions. The LGBTQ plus community, women who don't have a right to their bodies at this point in time. But neither does the Black body. They do not have a right to their body. If we do not stand with them, we stand against them. It's an automatic. I've protested peacefully twice. I want that out there, that I have not been involved in a riot in the slightest. As soon as we heard that there was going to be a problem in Fresno, as I was protesting peacefully, we left, my friend and I that went. I stand for truth and justice, and at the moment, our country doesn't. Our country stands for money, and it's sickening. Everyone I have spoken to, and I mean everyone, this is the communities that I run in, I will just explain quickly, are the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, though I do not affiliate myself with them anymore. I have spoken to my professors at CSU Channel Islands, which I now attend, Brigham Young University, Idaho, that was years back, and Merced College. I've spoken to countless family members who, on my mother's side, are all white. On my father's side, they are Black. And there is racism actually in my family too, and it's hard. It's really hard. These are supposed to be people that love and care about me, and we're divided. It is not only their fault. It is the fault of our country. We have to realize this. We have to talk about this. There are narratives being fed to us on the daily through our media, through the people who we love and revere, and some idolize them. Those are the people in movies. And at this moment in time, America doesn't have a leader, and I want to call one out. I don't know who they are, but you know who you are, because you will be called and chosen. You will have heard the call. Please heed to it. I long for a country that I can walk outside and not feel like there's a possibility that I'm going to get shot. I long for a country that reforms the issues because the people say it's not working. And it is not working. Everyone I've spoken to has had some large issue, and they're almost all the same. We don't have health care. We can't afford housing. My generation, I am a millennial, Hardcore, 100%. I'm 28, well, almost 28 years old. I am a millennial, and we make up the largest population, and yet we haven't been able to agree on really anything because we're stratified. We're kept apart. I speak now to the millennials. Do you realize that we make up the vote? We just don't know how to vote. I speak now to the older generations. You have a problem with all of this too. Help us. You guys have been working the system for a long time. You know how to do this. We need your support, your help. We need your guidance. We need you to stand with us. My professors who have said time and time again, it's my fight to fight. Come help me do so. You've taught me that it is, but I don't really know exactly what it is I'm supposed to do. I'm not old enough to be the president. I'm not old enough to even run for any office at this point. I think one, because you have to be over 25. Don't quote me. But just on that. But I am just so hurt and disgusted at how we have let our country be overrun and overturned by the people who don't care. 50% of the wealth in the US right now belongs to a fraction of 1% of people. 1%. The rest of the 50% is money that's actually in our economy. And do you realize we wouldn't be fighting the way that we are? I'm not condoning violence, but I'm also saying I'm not against it. Our country was founded that way, by fighting the Native Americans and the Mexican Americans. We fought the people who lived here first. And we said, we're going to create a land that is all-inclusive. But then once the Constitution was written, it was written with the 3/5 law, which stated that blacks didn't even make up one whole person. I'm not one whole person. America, we are under siege. We're in a war with ourselves. It's another civil war. It could turn into another world war. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I am calling people out. I'm saying, we need you. We need the numbers. You have a problem with it too. We don't like the way that we're taxed. We don't like the way that the tax dollars are being spent. Some of us don't even know how it's being spent because we can't find that information. All information must be given. We are the people. The country is supposed to be run by us. I'm calling you out. This is my country. I am just as much entitled to it as everyone else in it. If you have a problem, stand up and speak. And to my brothers and sisters, I didn't know we were going to have to fight this battle. I didn't know. I don't want to either. But I stand here with you. I will march. I will fight to the nail. I am with you. I struggle too. I've been called all kinds of names and it doesn't stop or start at the N-word. Do better, people. Do better. Be here. Rally. And how dare our president call war on the people, declare war on his own people. This is our country, not yours. Do your job. How dare you, on the 7th day of protest, you finally came out of hiding. That's supposed to be the 7th day of rest. If you ask religious people, on the 7th day you finally came out and said, America, we have a problem and I might deal with it. Sorry, I'm being a little bit sarcastic, but I am so beyond hurt. These authors, I've read so many other countless books. These people, these are the words that we need to live by. Malcolm X admitted that he was wrong in the end. that not all white people are bad. I don't believe all white people are bad. I don't believe all cops are bad. I don't believe that our government is 100% corrupt. I believe that there are good people in there, but I do believe that people switch. You could be a good person one day and a bad one the next. Pick a side and stay on it. To our brothers in blue, please march with us and kneel with us. That's how we'll know whether or not you're on our side. Do not come at me with force. It just makes the problem bigger. Lord of the Rings is up here not just because I'm a nerd, and the hobbits in the book are supposed to be this small group of people. They're small people with large hearts, and they want what they want, and they're going to do whatever they can to get it. That's us. We are large, though. We are small in age, but we are large in number. Let us march and stand and fight, and I don't mean necessarily physically, but I will say that if you come at me with force, I am allowed to go into defense. I don't mean to kill anybody. In fact, I refuse to. This is not a threat. I am just saying that it's time that we stand up for what's ours, and this country is ours. Let's stand and fight together. To my brown brothers and sisters, thank you so much for showing up and showing out and saying something. And we should have stood up some more for you. There is no such thing as an illegal person. They're people. They're human beings just like us. There is no such thing necessarily as race. Because as we've talked about in my anthropology courses, we all come from the same place. That's Africa. The one drop rule, that was a made up idea. It was a fabrication so that it could keep blacks out. And that is what our government and our system has done since the system was created. Let's rewrite it all. Let's come together and rewrite it. I mean, how exciting could that be? Like, we're gonna make history. We already have. The Constitution, it doesn't stand. It doesn't incorporate all people. The Pledge of Allegiance, which I have pledged every time I've had to stand up. I've even sang the national anthem at my graduation. I believe in this country. But liberty and justice has not been given to all. It never has. And I'm waiting. And I'm fighting for it, because I'm not just going to sit here. 50% of the taxpayer dollars goes straight to police force. I don't ever recall saying that was okay. I don't ever recall being needed to... Why are you using force? Most of you are parents, so I feel like I speak for the mass majority when I say that I don't think I'm ever going to feel like a real adult, even when I buy my own house, which, by the way, isn't possible in this economy. Or the last economy. I mean, like, it's just not possible. But, they have a job to do. My rights have been infringed on too many times. Yeah. And again, I call out that leader. I don't know who you are, but we need you. Yeah. Thanks for listening. If you have anything to add, please do. Make a video of your own if you agree with me. I guess if you disagree with me, you can do the same thing. And please, everyone, we need to go out and vote. I've never said that before. I don't really believe in the vote necessarily, because we don't make the last determination on who becomes president. I think it's called the Electoral College. They do that. That's a word that I should know, first of all. I took a poli-sci course. I should know that word. I should know its definition, but I don't. It's not taught enough. It's not talked about enough. Politics should not only be taught in the home. It should be taught at school by our professors in every class. It should be taught in elementary school. We should know how to do these things. Here's food for thought. No, never mind. I'm not going to add that. Nothing bad. Just doesn't pertain well enough. I thank you for watching this video. Again, please reach out to me. If you have anything negative to say, I guess you're welcome to share that, but that's not what this is about. This is about taking back our country and recreating it, repurposing it so that it works well for everyone. Because right now it's the haves and the have-nots. It's not actually about color. I've lived in multiple states in the United States, and a lot of these people are Asian, white. In fact, the majority of the people I've spoken to in the South were white, because that's where I was living. But I've spoken to my brown, black, gay brothers and sisters, my women, all of them. We have a problem. Let's get on it.